But so this week, we're talking about, now, I know, for Zen caregivers like myself, like you, the thought of movement generally sparks thoughts of exercise, high intensity efforts, tiring gym sessions or training sessions that, quite frankly, you just don't feel like you have the energy for. Struggle to get out of bed this morning. Just felt a bit flat. I get that because looking after special needs kids is draining. It's hard. But I want to offer you a bit of a reframe because I'm not actually talking about exercise per se. Exercise plays a part. We'll get to that. But the main villain, this is how I want you to think about it because this is what the evidence actually shows. Main villain is being sedentary. It's not lack of exercise. It's being sedentary. It's spending the majority of your waking hours sat still, stationary, sedentary, doing nothing. Whether that's sitting in front of a computer, sitting in front of a TV, sat at the table, etc., etc. That is the main villain. And to combat that, you don't thrash yourself in the gym because research also shows that we have the active couch potato phenomenon. And what that essentially means is we have a cohort of people, and I used to fall into this category, so I can speak from experience, who thrash themselves in the gym once a day, 4, maybe even 5 days a week, maybe even every day of the week. So they get an hour of really intense workout. But the rest of the day, they sat completely still. They're sedentary. They have a desk job. They have something that requires practically. Therefore, their metabolic markers are actually worse than someone who does no high-intensity, serious exercise, but just potters about all day as an active day job, for example. Someone works on their feet, waiting tables, packing shelves in the local supermarket, something like that, something where it's not physically draining, energy sapping stuff, but they're just moving all day long. And that is the key difference. And so I want to talk to you about that. I want you to understand that NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, NEAT, is the thing that truly moves the needle forward. That is the thing that is truly going to help improve your metabolic health. It's going to help you shift away from constantly feeling exhausted. It's going to help you underpin your mental health by making sure you're building that biological capacity that I've been talking about for months now. NEAT is walking instead of driving, if that's an option. It's taking the stairs instead of the elevator or the escalator where possible. It's pottering around the house, getting those chores done instead of putting them off and waiting for someone else to pick them up. It's the consistent, low-effort movement throughout the day that helps put you way ahead of the rest. Now, exercise absolutely has its part to play, and it does something quite different. So don't neglect it, but work your way up towards it. Focus on NEAT to start with. NEAT is the thing that's really going to help you. And come back to doing exercise once you've built that base level of activity in your day-to-day life. That base level of physical activity, that NEAT, that non-strenuous, non-exercise movement, that is the thing that really moves the needle. That is the thing that you should focus on. That is the thing that you want. Exercise is the cherry on top. It's the thing that you add after you've already got that bit nailed and you're doing it consistently, because exercise adds benefit over and above it. It cannot replace it. Exercise does not replace NEAT in your life. If you are physically active and thrash yourself in the gym once a day, even if it's 7 days a week, but you are sedentary outside of those times, you are going to suffer metabolically, and because you're suffering metabolically, mental health is going to suffer, which means you're going to have less capacity to show up, front up, and be consistent for the SEND children who depend on your care and well-being. So pay attention to non-exercise activity thermogenesis. NEAT, potter about, move about, get up, walk, take that call standing, shuffle about, do things, just be non-sedentary. That is the goal. That is the main thing that moves the needle. Do that consistently and you will enjoy serious benefit.